Test, 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 test. Okay. Test again, test again. Test again, test again. Test again, test again. uh, let's lower that gain a little bit. uh, let's lower that gain a little bit. Okay, I think that should be fine now. Alright, so today I'll be reading this. Okay, I think that should be fine now. Linux basics for hackers. Just gonna go through a quick read, and after reading it, I'm going to try to do some of the exercises. I don't know how to spell exercise. Exercise. Yeah, exercise. Okay, exercise. All right. So, the reason why I want to start reading this book really is so I could get it back into the mode of reading. But more than that, so oh, I could get better at this. I could get better at this. Okay, it seems like I could not be heard better at this. But what I said was I need to get better. I need to improve my skills. So seems like I could not be heard better at this. So that's what we're gonna be doing.
What I said
Reading
was
this
I
after
need to
reading
get better.
and then
I need to
we
improve my skills. So
start
seems
doing
like
some
I
of the
could not be heard
trials.
better.
So today I don't know how many chapters I'll
So
be able
that's
to
what we're
read,
gonna be doing.
but
What I said
reading
was
this
I
after
need to
reading
get
this.
better.
Although first of all, I will need to set up a what's it called? A virtual box, a VM, online VM. Built-in cloud with the Azure. Um, Hyper-V. Okay. Let's do this. Virtual VirtualBox. Okay. So let's download the VirtualBox and try to use it. I don't know how to use it that well, but um, download it for Windows. Windows host. Let me see if I can share this screen with y'all. All right. Okay, so let's install VirtualBox first, and then we will do the rest of the reading because I will need a. I don't want to install um Ubuntu on my or Kali Linux on during installation VirtualBox network. Your network will be disconnected. Oh, oh no, that's not what I need. That's not what I want right now. All right, we're just gonna lose that connection for a little bit. All right, let's go for it. Okay, okay, there and install. Maybe I should have installed Hyper-V. Would Hyper-V being the best or the better? Okay, download it, create it. Okay. Oh, it went that fast. Okay. All right. Now, last time I did this on my Ubuntu, I had such a hard time. I had such a hard time doing this. Like, I never wanted to do it again. But I hope this time we're going to have a better, you know, a better chance. I hope this time it's going to be a better chance. But let me just put something in the chat so I don't feel lonely. But let's see. Create new virtual machine. Okay, VM next will be Kali. Oh shoot, don't I need to like macro? I forgot how to do this. Okay, configure imports refer to. Okay, um, let's let's actually go read the documentation. You know. All right. Um, there's sheets. User's guide. Okay, let's go here then. Installing virtual the Linux. Um, let's see which Kali Linux we'll be using. So let's open up the book and take a look at that. The using Kali Linux. Before getting started, you need to download and install Kali Linux on your computer. This is Linux distribution we'll be using. We'll be working with throughout this book. Linux was first developed by Linux. Blah, 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 blah. This means that there's no override operating entity overseeing development, and as a result, confessions and standardization are often lacking. Okay, Kali Linux was developed by Offensive Security as a hacking operating system built on distribution of Linux called Debian. There are many distributions of Linux, and Debian is one of best. You are probably more familiar with Ubuntu as a popular desktop distribution of Linux. Ubuntu is also built on Debian. Other distributions, including Red Hat, Kent OS, Mint, Arch, and SUSE, although they all share the same Linux kernel, the heart of the operating system that controls the CPU, RAM, and so on. Each has its own utility applications and choices of graphical interface, Gnome, KDE, and others for different purposes. As a result, each of these distributions of Linux looks and feels slightly different. Kali was designed for penetration testing penetration testers and hackers, and comes with a significant complement of hacking tools. I strongly recommend that you use Kali for these books, although you can use another distribution. Nah, I prefer Kali. I want to relearn it. You will likely have to download and install the various tools you'll be using, which could mean many hours downloading and installing books. And in addition, if the distribution is not built on Debian, there are many other minus differences. You can download in Kali at kali.org. All right, let's go to kali.org and download it. So I'm sure I need to download the Kali ISO so that I can add it on here later on. So let me see. Um, macOS, Ubuntu. Oh, why do they not have what's it called again? Kali on here. Okay, configuring Oracle, creating a new virtual machine. Okay. All right. So to create a new virtual machine, um, in Oracle, click home. Once created, oh, sorry. In Oracle, click virtual machine home, click new. If you don't see a new virtual machine workflow, change the experience to basic. See experience labels manager. In expert mode, see all options on one place. The exact setting. Created the virtual machine is displayed in the machine list. The virtual manager with name is specified. You must supply operating system image and ISO format for the operating system you intend to install on VM. ERCO does not supply OS or any licenses required to use it. Okay, so it feels like I need to do that right now. Okay, let's hear this. Does not supply OS or any licenses required to use it. Okay, so it feels like I need to do that right now. Okay, let's hear this. Does not
Oops,
supply
you are not
OS
supposed
or
to
any
see that now,
licenses
are you?
required to use it. Okay, so it feels
Let's do that. Okay. All right. So we gotta download Kali, Kali.org. Let's download that. This will actually be my first time download. Oh. We can do this. I did not know that's an option. Um. Okay, let me go this way. VMware, VirtualBox, Hyper-V. All of these are recommended, but I'm just gonna start with VMware. I hope this one is free. Please be free. Let me just open that. Man, I'm doing such a bad job right now. You know why? Because I'm basically showing y'all a lot of stuff. But that seems to be taking a long time. So let's see if we can just install everything. Install a complete offline installation of customization image for air gapped weekly untested image. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I did not want that. So I'm just gonna go with the first one that they save as Cali. Okay, it's an image. Okay, that's good. Now it seems like as that's installing, that's gonna probably take some time. So let's go back to the reading right over here. All right, so let's start from the start. We're jumping so we can start with the installation. About introduction, let's start with the introduction. As everything has an insert. Oof, I do not trust this. And start with the installation. About introduction, let's start with the introduction. As everything has an insert. Oof, I do not trust this. And start with the installation. Let's start. Let's download that. About introduction. I do not trust this and start with the. Okay, maybe it's good. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so introduction. Hacking is the most important skill set of the 21st century. I don't make that statement lightly. Events in recent years seem to reaffirm this statement with every morning's headline. Nations are spying on each other to gain Secret cyber criminals are stealing billions of dollars. Digital worms demanding ransoms are being released. Adversaries are influencing each other's elections, and combatants are taking down each other's utilities. These are all the work of hackers, and the influence over our increasingly digital world is just beginning to be felt. I decided to write this book after working with tens of thousands of aspiring hackers through Nullbyte and nearly every branch of the U.S. military and intelligence agencies, NSA, DIA, CIA, and FBI. These experiences have taught me that many aspiring hackers have had little or no experience with Linux, and this lack of experience is primary barrier to their starting their journey to becoming professional hackers. Almost all of these best hacker tools are written in Linux, so some basic Linux skills are prerequisites to becoming a professional hacker. I've written this book to help aspiring hackers to get over this barrier. Now, I'm not an aspiring hacker, but I'll probably have to be doing those. I want to get into cybersecurity, so that's something I will need to be able to do. At least be on the blue team, which is like the defending team and not the attacking team. All right. Hacking is an elite profession within the IT field, such as it requires an extensive and a detailed understanding of IT concepts and technologies. At the most fundamental level, Linux is a requirement. I strongly suggest you invest time and energy into using and understanding it if you want to make hacking and information security your career. This book is not intended for the experienced hacker or the experienced Linux admin, which I'm none of those yet. I use Linux like I use Windows, which is not good. Um, Instead, it is intended for those who want to get started along the exciting path of hacking, cybersecurity, and pen testing. It also intended not as a complete treatise on Linux or hacking, but rather starting points, not as complete treatise on Linux, but a starting point into those worlds. It begins with the essentials of Linux and extends into some basic scripting in some Bash and Python. Ooh, I like that. Wherever appropriate, I have tried to use example from the world of hacking to teach Linux principles. In this introduction, we will look at the growth of ethical hacking for information security, and I'll take you through the process of installing a virtual machine so you can install. Okay, so I guess we did not have to do whatever we just did, but that's okay. On a system without distracting the operating system you're currently running. I mean, I would expect for us to do this. Hence why I went ahead and did that. Though I did not know that was gonna happen in this book. So I guess that's also good. That's no problem. All right. In this introduction, we will look at the growth of ethical hacking for information security, and I'll take you through the process of. Okay, I don't remember reading that part, but it looks like I already read it. What's in this book? Hold on. Let me see if this thing, if it's transform. All right, flip it vertically. Yeah, I should probably just leave it flipped like this. Okay, I don't I don't have a good camera, so I can't really do the upside shots like that. All right. In this book, in this first section of the book of the chapters, you'll get comfortable with fundamentals of Linux. Chapter one will get you used to the chapter file system and the terminal and give you some basic commands. Chapter 2 shows you how to manipulate text to find, examine, and alter software and files. Oh, I want to know that. In chapter 3, you'll manage networks, you'll scan for networks, find information on connections, and disguise yourself by masking your network and DNS information. Although I don't know how I will be doing that on this stream. That's gonna be the hard part. Okay. Chapter 4 teaches you to add, remove, and update software and how to keep your system streamlined. In chapter 5, you'll manipulate file and directory permissions to control who can access what. You'll also learn some privilege escalation techniques. Chapter 6 teaches you how to manage services, including starting and stopping processes and allocating source resources to give you greater control. In Chapter 7, you'll manage environment variables for optimal performance, convenience, and even stealth. You'll find and filter variables, change your path variables, and create your new environment variables. Oof. Chapter 8 introduces you to bash scripting and a staple for any serious hackers. You'll learn the basics of bash and build a script to scan for target ports that you might later infiltrate. I like that. I want to start learning some, bash commands for like, let's say on my Ubuntu, I'm having issue with the what's it called, GNOME store software running at the start the of the booting, and that's taking a lot of memories. So what I need to do is like create a script that will automatically like cut it, I mean kill it, terminate it, or something at the start of the booting. So that's also something we can work on and decide and see how we can fix that issue. Chapter 9 and 10 gives you essential file system management skills, showing you how to compress and archive files to keep your system clean, copy entire storage devices, and get information on files and connected disks. The later chapter dig deeper into hacking topics. In chapter 11, you'll use and manipulate the logging system to get information on a target's activity and cover your own tracks. Chapter 12 shows you how to use and abuse three core Linux services: Apache Web Server, OpenSSH, and MySQL. You create a web server, build a remote video spy, and learn about databases and their vulnerabilities. Chapter 13 will show you how to stay secure and anonymous with proxy servers, the Tor network, VPNs, and encrypted emails. Chapter 14 deal with wireless networks. You'll learn basic networking commands, then crack Wi-Fi access points and detect and connect to Bluetooth signals. Chapter 15 dives deeper into Linux itself with a high-level view of how the kernel works and how its drivers can be abused to deliver malicious software. In chapter 16, you learn essential scheduling skills in order to automate your hacking scripts. In chapter 17, it will teach you core Python concepts, and you'll script two hacking tools: a scanner to spy on TCP/IP connections, and a simple password cracker. That sounded bad. Okay. All right. There's this slow. What's it called? Downloading. So, what is ethical hacking exactly? From what I know, is the process of of hacking just to, I guess, test something. It's not to hack to steal. You know, that's not what we're teaching ourselves. Although a lot of people do that, but that's not what we're here for. With growth of information security fields in the recent years has come dramatic growth in the field of ethical hacking, also known as white hat, good guy hacking. That ethical hacking is the practice of attempting to infiltrate and exploit the system in order to find out its weaknesses and better secure it. I is that first one segment okay segment the field of ethical hacking into two primary components: penetration testing for a legitimate information security firm and working for your nation's military of or intelligence agencies. Both are rapidly growing areas and demand is strong. Penetration testing. As organizations become increasingly security conscious and cost of security breaches rises exponentially, many large organizations are beginning to contract out security services. One of these key security services is penetration testing. A penetration test is essentially a legal commissioned hack to demonstrate the vulnerability of a firm's network and systems. Generally, organizations conduct a vulnerability assessment first to find potential vulnerabilities in their network, operating systems, and services. I emphasize potential as this vulnerabilities can include a significant number of false positives, things identified as vulnerabilities that really are not. It is the role of the penetration tester to attempt to hack or penetrate these vulnerabilities. Only then can the organization know whether the vulnerability is real and decide to invest time and money to close the vulnerability. I remember, well, I last read about Elon Musk like paying testers like $1 million, to find any vulnerabilities in the systems at his company. So yeah, that's fine. Military and espionage. Do we really care about that? Why hackers use Linux? Okay, that's good to know. Um, so why hackers use Linux over other operating system? Mostly because Linux offers a higher level of control via a few different methods. I mean, like Google. I mean, not Google, but Microsoft, aka Windows, and well, I can say not not Windows. I'm meaning about Mac, aka Apple. It's pretty good. It seems like a lot of people would be using it, but you know. All right. Linux is open source. So unlike Windows, Linux is open source, meaning that the source code of the operating system is available to you. As such, you can change and manipulate it as you please if you are trying to make system operate in ways it was not intended to. Being able to manipulate source code is essential. That's why Linux is transparent. Linux over granular control. Most hacking tools are written for Linux. The future belongs to Unix. Especially now, a lot of people are turning to Unix since Windows has decided to go against the people. And okay, downloading Linux. Okay, we've went to the home server. We've read this part. So, all right, after click download over the download link on top of page. Click download Kali Linux. On the download page, you will be faced with multiple download choices. It's important to choose the right choice, the right download. Along left side of table, you will see image name, which is the name of the version that the link downloads. For instance, you may see an image called Kali Linux 64-bit, meaning it's full Kali Linux and suitable for 64-bit systems. I need to learn about that. But most modern systems use a 64 Intel or AMD CPU to determine what type of CPU is. I have a 64-bit. I mean, it's a what's it called? It's a AMD. It's an AMD thing, so it must. Okay, I didn't check, but I don't have to. Okay, if your system downloaded system, if you're running an older like 32-bit CPU, you'll need to install 32-bit. Okay, let's just check just in case, man. But I'm sure it's 64-bit. No, 6 core, 12 logical processors. Just tell me that it's okay. It said system securities systems. Yeah, it's 64-bit. It's an x64 based. Control panel. Okay. System and security and system. As you can see, it's 64-bit, but I don't know what I need to hide on this page, so I ain't gonna show you all that. You don't even need to know that. Alright, if you have choose to download the HTTP torrent, if you choose HTTP, call it downloads directly to your system, just like any downloads, and will replace the download. Okay, application in BitTorrent. I'm not gonna go that route. So there are the version type of CPUs and RAMs and Raspberry and all that, but I'm not putting on a Raspberry Pi, so no need to worry about that. Yeah, so it's not gonna be an ARM processor. All right, you have Kali downloaded, but before you install anything, I want you to take a. Generally, for beginners, installing Kali into virtual machine is the best solution for learning and practicing. Yes, sir. Virtual machines. Virtual machines is technology allows you to learn manipulate operating system. This means that you can continue to run Windows or macOS operating systems you're familiar with and run the virtual machine of Kali Linux inside the operating system. You don't need to overwrite your existing OS to learn Linux. Numerous virtual machines applications are available from VMware, Oracle, Microsoft, and other vendors. All are excellent. The buyer will be showing you how to download and install Oracle's free virtual box. All right, so what I got is well, we got the same thing. Hey, look at that. We got the Oracle virtual box, and they said it's free, so that's cool. All right, figure one, it shows you how to do the installation, but we already did it. So you can download shown, click download, left menu, select VirtualBox package for your computer's current operating system, which is will host the VM. Click next, next, click next. So it should be granted custom say in the custom dialog from the screen. Simply click next. By clicking next until you get to the network warning, click yes, click install, click install. When installation is complete, click finish. Okay, there we go. All right, so I still need to. Oh, I got my ISO file. Okay, the ISO file is in. All right, we don't need to do that now. Um. All right. Okay, let's do that. All right, so we got a low screen over here for the virtual box. Okay. All right, now let's get you started. First, you should open. Once installed, if not open it, you should be granted. Uh, let's still have that screen somewhere over here. Um, all right. Okay. Oh, I forgot about music. I don't know how I forgot about that, but anyways, I forgot about it, so we don't gotta worry about it. All right, all right, all right, all right. Nah, I need some music. I need to be some music in the background for real. Okay, Okay. What's it called? Non-copyright music. Although I don't trust these, I really do not. Last time I had this song, oh no, but we don't care about copyright right now. All right, so let's just put on something. I mean, it's supposed to be chill, but it doesn't sound like it's chill to me. I mean, it's supposed to be chill, but it doesn't sound like it's chill to me. Okay, seems like it's good. All right. Um, let's mute that. Okay, let's go back to our book. Okay. So 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 so. Oh 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 oh. So so so. It sounded like it went on for a minute. Okay. Let's see. How should I place this? Okay, maybe down here. All right. Okay. Let's go back. Okay. So too much okays. Uh. Too much okays. Hey. So 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 now you'll get started. Um. Should open. Okay. Since we'll be creating a new virtual machine with Kali Linux, click New, upper left. All right. Click New. VM name. Um. Just call it Kali Linux, man. Let's make it. Let's make it easy on us. VM folders. Oh, I don't know if I was call y'all that. But all right, maybe let me create a folder path real quick for me. Um, let's see. Okay, so these already filled. Oh my gosh, what is going on? So should I put on the local disk? Okay, so let me just put it on the local disk just so it could run much faster, basically. Although I don't know how. Okay, let's go to users, defaults. Can I create a new user? Let me just do public. No, let's go here. Okay. Um, let's see here. VM. Okay. All right. Let's come over here and change that to. Oh, did I download to that? Virtual. Ah, let me just leave it to that. Let me leave it to that. We don't gotta deal with that right now. All right. So give it a name. Give your machine name. Any name is okay, but I simply use Kali and then select Linux from ISO image others. So you're gonna be in download Kali Linux ISO. There we go. All right. So don't. Oh, sorry, I didn't show. Hold up. Right there. Man, inside. Think about it. If you know my path, this ain't good right now. Anyways, drop down. Finally select. Wait, Debian. Okay, and then select Linux from the type menu. Now Ubuntu from the type menu. Oh, I could scroll down. Linux, Debian. Um, hold on. Version. Oh shoot. Okay, this is weird. Okay, it's kind of weird because it seems like it's not the same settings, but I think that should just be the same thing. Okay, all right. Give your machine name. Name is okay. Okay, I did that, and then select Linux from Linux type. Drop down. Okay, finally select Debian 64 from third drop down menu unless you're using 34-bit. Okay, 64-bit right there. There are no others. Okay, Linux. We got that. We got the ISO. All right. Click next, and you see screen figure like 6. You need to select how much RAM you want to allocate your new version. Now I don't know how many RAM I have on here. Let me call in the expertise for that. Yo, bro. Ah, I mean we can just look at it. Are we the IT guy here? Let's see how much we can allocate. Okay. So total virtual. Oh, 39. Man, I got okay. So I have 14 gigabytes free right now. Like right now, it's about 14 gigs. That's free. So close the door. Okay, okay. All right. Um, detect the OS. That Ubuntu 64. This OS can be installed using an intended installation. The installation needs to be done manually. What you mean? I mean, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do it like, what if I say add the Linux? Nah, let's do Debian 64-bit. All right. Okay. We're gonna do the allocations ourselves. So base memory. What do you like as rule of thumb? I don't recommend using more than 25% of your total RAM. That means if you have installed 4 gigs or on your physical or host system, then select just 1 gig of your virtual machine. And if you have 16 on your virtual, then select 4. Now I don't know what do we have 14. That's free right now. Installed physical. Oh, I got 32 installed physical. All right. And physical memory available. Physical memory is 20 gig. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. Although I'm not gonna go like up to 16 or something. All I need is just for the better, the better and faster it will run. But you must also leave enough RAM for your host operating system and any other virtual machines you might want to install simultaneously. Your virtual machine will not use any RAM when you are not using them, but they will use hard drive space. All right. Um, so I can I can put in about that's too much. So if 4 megabyte, shoot, I don't know how much it will be for So if that means you have 4 gig installed, then oh, that's all I need. That's all I need really. 4096, maybe just a little bit more, so it could run a little bit more faster. Number of CPUs. Man, you ain't talking nothing about that. What do we use that? Okay. Now, now I need to be careful because I'm also streaming, so that could also mean something. Could be taking disk size. I got like 2 terabytes. Looks like it. And right now is 20 gig. Okay. I don't know what are the like requirements. Use EFI. Virtual machine will use RAM when you know. Okay, click next in your hard drive screen. Please create the virtual hard drive. Oh, it didn't ask me about virtual hard drive. Maybe because I'm not in. Okay, click next. Click create. You should be asked which hard drive files to use. Suggest using your default VDI, whatever that means. Hard drive. Okay. In the next screen, you decide whether you want to the hard drive you are creating to be allocated dynamically or a fixed size. If you choose dynamically allocation, the cell will not take the entire maximum size of your allocation. Allocate for the virtual hard drive disk until you need it, saving more unused hard drive disk space for your host system. I suggest you select dynamically allocated. Um, it should be dynamically allocated from what I know. I mean, they're not giving me any more options, so it ain't my fault if anything goes wrong.
You see stereophonic sound for the home is
All I did is
recorded on
click next.
separate
What
tracks,
happened?
each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve
Bruh,
a new
really?
dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Let's do this again. Uh, Debian, Debian 64-bit. Okay, is the 4096. Then I just increase just a little bit number of RAM, CPU, disk size, right there. Next. Okay, now finish. All right, so we have our Kali. Allocate next. You just anonymous special for VM. Say figure 7. So for here, he did 25. Um, the default is 8 gig. I usually find that to be a bit small and recommend that you allocate 20 to 25 at a minimum. Remember, if you choose to dynamically allocate until and sorry, they already has been allocated to be tricky. Oh, hold on. You won't use the space until you need it, and expanding a hard drive after it has already been allocated can be tricky. So better to err on the high side. Click create and you'll be ready to go. Installing Kali on your VM. At this point, you should see the screen figure like in figure 8. So I don't know if that's the next one. All right, maybe. In figure 8, now you need to install Kali. Note that on the left, the virtual manager should see and indicate if Kali VM is powered off. Click the start button. Okay, that's the preview. Okay, let's start. Oh, it's powering up. It's powering up. Let's give it a second to power up. Oh, oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Let's. Oh, shit. Man, y'all don't know how proud I am right now. Y'all do not know how proud I am right now. Last time I tried, you have clicked the mouse instead virtual or press the key combo. This will cause the virtual machine to capture host mouse. Um, no, sorry, I don't want to use mouse. Okay, we gotta go full in Linux. Oh shit, what's happening? Starting system. Shoot. Call me not obviously like a shit.
Select a language. Choose the language to be used for the installation process. The selected language will also be the default. Blank,
Bro,
blank,
what?
blank, blank. 1, 2, 1.
Albania. English,
Twe-
please.
20. English, English. Space. Select your location. The selected location will be used to set your time zone, and also for example to help select the system locale. Normally this should be the country where you live. This is a short list of locations based on the language you selected.
Yo,
Choose
see
other
how
if
it
your
sounds like?
location is not listed. Country, territory or area. 1. Antigua and Barbuda. 2. Australia. 3. Botswana. 4. Canada. 5. Hong Kong. 6. India. 7. Ireland. 8. Israel. 9. New
What if
Zealand.
it felt like
10.
I was
Nigeria.
I don't
11.
know
Philippines.
this
12.
guy.
Seychelles. 13. Singapore. 14. South Africa. 15.
United
United
States place.
Kingdom. 16. United States. 17. Zambia. 18.
Okay. I should probably stop like clicking my mouse. Okay.
16. Space.
United States. Okay. Okay. If you're
Configure the
now with
keyboard.
Xbox
Key
16
map to
compatible,
use.
you don't have
1.
Resident Evil
American
because the
English.
system
2.
expires. If the
Albanian.
system
3.
expires
Arabic. 4.
2025,
Assyrian.
the system
5.
expires.
Bangladesh.
Do
6.
you like to
Belarusian.
disable or
7.
completely
Bengali.
to
8.
hyper-V
Belgian.
and okay.
9. Berber Latin. 10. Bosnian. 11. Brazilian.
You
12.
will be asked to
British
start
English.
the level
13.
by starting the
Bulgarian
script, but
BDS
if
layout.
comfortable
14.
click
Bulgarian
continue,
phonetic
select
layout.
location,
15.
click continue
Burmese.
in the keyboard
16.
layout.
Canadian French. 17. Canadian multilingual.
Oh,
18.
where are you
Catalan.
on? Where's United
7.
States?
7. 80. Turkish F layout.
Oh, American English is the first one.
4. 3. 2. 1. American English.
American English.
Space.
All right, let's go.
Detecting hardware to find installation media 2%, 95%, 100%. Scanning installation media 1%, 10%,
Why is
20%,
it doing this?
31%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, 100%, loading additional components, 0%, 10%, 20%,
Does it really
30%,
need to do that?
40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%, 100%, detecting network hardware, 2%, 95%, 100%, detecting link on EMP03, please wait, 0%, 16%, 25%, 33%, 41%, 50%,
Let's
waiting
wait.
for link local address 8%, 16%, 25%, 33%, 41%, 50%, 100%, attempting IP6 auto configuration 8%, 100%, attempting IP6
Is this
auto
normal, John?
configuration 5%, 10%, 20%, 100%, configuring the network with DHCP 4%, 100%,
Okay.
configure the
I
network.
can see
Please
the
enter the
network
host
is
name for this system. The host name is a
okay.
single word that
Using
identifies your system to the network. If you don't know what your host name
Okay.
should be, consult your network administrator. If you are setting up your own home network, you can make something up here. Host name. Prompt. For help, default Kali.
Okay. It's done. So, okay. So it seems like we can create our own host name. So let's see if we can do that. Um. Okay. All right. So we need to. So we need to create a username. Okay. Figure entering a host name. This first item asks you for host for your name. You can type it anyhow you left Cali. Okay. So on here on the screen it shows that okay, you can make something up here. Okay. Please please enter host name for this system. Host name is single word um just Cali. Does that work? The domain name is part of your internet address to the right of your host name. It is often make something up. It is often something like ensign.com, .net, .edu.org. Okay. Thing is very important here. Okay, hold on. It's not necessary.
next will be asked for the domain name. So it's not necessary to enter anything here. Click continue. Okay, and now users and password. All right. Figure here you ask for the password you want to use for the root user, beginning with Kali 2020 and later version. Kali provides your username and password to set Kali. Okay, so here what do we do for a user? The root user is Linux. Okay, let's do what we usually do. Put as u. A user account will be created for you instead of root accounts for non-administrative account. Please enter the real name of this user. Um, Test one. This will be used, for instance, as default origin, email, username. If you select the username for the new account, test one. For your first name is the user name should be started with the lowercase letter. This goes followed by that. Okay, enter username for your. Okay, test one. Domain name. Oh, I keep on pressing this enter over here. Okay, choose the password for the new user. I should probably have to write this down, but all right. So I'm gonna put on some hardcore passwords. Okay. All right. Oh no. Okay. Next shit. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Next up, configure the clock. Um, I will be Eastern. All right. Detecting disk and all other hardware. 100%. 100%. Okay. Next person to use roots and Kali. Oh yeah. Reading the book. All right. The root user powerful administrator. You can use any password you feel secure with. If this were a physical system that we were using on the internet, I would suggest that you use a very long and complex password to limit the ability of an attacker to crack it. Since this is a virtual machine that people can access without first accessing your host operating system, password authentication on this virtual machine is less important, but you should still choose wisely. Yes, I will. Click continue and you will be asked to set your time zone. Do so and then continue. The next screen asks you about partition disk. A partition disk is just what it sounds like, a partition or segment of your hard drive. Choose um use entire guided use entire disk and cloud detects your hard drives and set up partition automatically. Kali will then warn you that all data on the disk you select will be erased, but don't worry, this is a virtual disk and the disk is new and empty, so this won't actually do anything. Click continue. Okay. So said use. Okay. No better not. Okay, I'm trusting you. Note that all data will be. Okay, one. What as I want. Now, whether you want all file in one partition or if you want to separate them. If they were production system, you probably will select separate partition for home, var, and TMT. Actually, temporary, but considering that we will be using this as a learning system in a virtual environment, it's safe that you simply select all file in one partition. Okay. Now you'll be asked whether to write your changes to disk, select finish partitioning, and write to disk. Kali will prompt you once you, alright, get partitioning, configure, software, configure. Oh my gosh, what is that? Just do it, please. Okay, guided is inside disk. 12, finish partitioning. Okay, we're going with 12. Whatever happens, happens. My gosh. I mean, I like that, I like that they're doing that because you never know what type of mistake I'm gonna make and then just make this PC go to waste and everything. My little brother would be mad, but yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear the music. So okay, now let's have something playing in the background. Has this? Oh, I forgot we got reading to do. Ah, I don't know how long it's been, but oh, it's been an hour. That's good. Okay, Kali will now begin to install operating system. This could take a while to be patient, so be patient. Now it's time to take your bathroom break and get your favorite beverages. Hope I don't do that. Okay, once the installation is complete, you will be prompted as to whether you want to use a network mirror. This rule is not necessary, so click no. Then Cal will prompt you as whether you want to install GrabB Grand Unified BitLoader. All right, choose. Okay, partitioning 100. At the moment, only core of system is installed. The default selection below will be installed Kali Linux with its standard desktop environment and default tool. You can customize it by choosing different desktop environments or a different collection of tools. Choose desktop environment. Select this item has not affected. Now make KT collection default recommended tools available in the live system. Oh no, what should we do? I mean, I probably want to go to the desktop one, but that's gonna be easy. We don't want to do that. Okay. So it did not ask us this part. It did not ask us this part. Okay. So what are we gonna do? What are we to do? You know what I'm saying? So it looks like it is okay. After logging, you will be great. Okay, it looks like we will be using the desktop environment. Um, okay. I mean, it has no effects, but that ain't what we want to do. We want to be hackers. We want to look cool. But anyways, once installation is complete, you'll be prompted. So we already read that. All right. So on the next screen, you will be prompted as whether you want to install Grab Load automatically or manually for reasons as yet isn't clear. You need to change the option. Kali will tend to hang and display a blank screen after installation is selected. On the following screen, the drive Grab bootloader should be installed with likely something like this. Click through. Congratulations, you installed Kali. Click continue. Kali will attempt to reboot and you will number line go across blank 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 20. Oh, that was the 2018 Kali. All right, log in as root and you'll be asked for password. Enter whatever password decided for your root user I don't know what that was. If you are using Kali 22 or later, you will need to use the sudo before any commands that require root privileges. This later version of Kali will respond with command not found when command requires root. Okay, so let's go with the. Should we go with the defaults or the number one option? You're not ready to begin with your nurse. Okay, let's go with one. Let's go with one just in case, But I wish that's what's actually needed. Like that's what we actually use. I really do. I really, really, really do. Wow, that was just the introduction, and now we are on chapter one. Although we are not done reading the introduction though. So, chapter one, terminal. Oh, it's a lot to read. It's a lot to know. It's a lot to know in the modern world. It's a lot to know. But as that is installing, we're gonna read this last one. And then we'll read chapter one like tomorrow or something. After logging his roots, okay, you are now ready to begin your journey. But we are not there yet, so we're gonna let this. Oh, installing grab boot loader. Ooh, nice. Oh, what did it say we do again? Let's see. It said this part does not matter, right? Grab the following screen. Okay, now enable bootloader. You can tell you're not there. Just to click yes to show figure. Bootloader to select different operating system put into, which means when you put the virtual machine, you can tune it to color the operating. So let's click yes, which is one. Okay, and then select entire device manually, which is one. Up. Okay, so now on the following screen where the grab bootloader should be installed, we'll likely something like that. Yep, it just asked that. Um, attempt to reboot. Okay, so oh, go to the next. Should be installed. So the next. So click through to the next screen. Oh, we just like hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. We just do that. Okay, so that's all we needed to do. You just click enter and let's go to the next screen. So this is probably different. It's probably gonna be different from what I was doing when I was learning. Oh, when I was doing the networking thing versus CNA. I mean, this is also probably gonna be into that. But click next so we can reboot. But yeah, it's gonna be different from that one when we're doing a lot of stuff. I mean, it wasn't like doing a lot of stuff, but it was pretty much the same things as we're doing today. This is the book. This is the cover. Sounds nice. I got it from my local, library. But let's have a reboot first, and then let's see how we look like, and then we can celebrate and go get our favorite beverages and whatever this book said to do. Oh, let me increase the volume on the music real quick though. Let me increase the volume. Ooh. That's quite loud though. Please do not take a long time and please just reboot into what you need to reboot into. get the error messages file log file directory not found, and you are sure the file or directory exists, you probably need to check your case. I think it's taking some a long time. Directory visitors name the same as a folder name does. A directory provides a way of organizing files, usually in a hierarchy home. Each user has their own home directory, and this generally where files you create will be saved by default. Kali. Kali Linux is a distribution of Linux root. Like nearly every operating system, Linux has an administrator or super user account designed for use by a trusted person who can put nearly anything on the system. This will include such things as reconfiguring system, adding new users, and changing passwords. In Linux, that account is called the root. As a hacker or pen tester, you will often use the root account to gain some control over the system. In fact, many hacker tools require that you use the root account. Script. This is a series of commands run in interpretive environments that converts each line of source code. Many hacking tools are simply scripts. Scripts can be run with Bash interpreter or any of the other language interpreters, such as Python, Perl, or Ruby. Python is currently the most popular interpreter among hackers. Shell. This is an environment and interpreter for running commands in Linux. The most widely used shell is Bash, which stands for Burn Again Shell. Wow. But other popular shells include the C shell and Z shell. I will be using Bash shell exclusively in this book. Terminal. This is command line interface, CLI. With those basics behind us, we'll attempt to methodically develop the essential Linux skills you'll need to become a hacker or pen tester. In this first chapter, I'll walk you through getting started with Linux, Kali Linux. I thought it'd be like, oh, that's different distribution. I was thinking, oh, a tour of Kali. Once you start Kali, you'll be greeted with the login screen as shown in figure 1. You see the root account, password root, and the default.
notice that the video is not like slower. But as it's doing